Hi, I'm Emmy. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, or I keep popping up in your recommended, please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps out my channel a lot, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
There are 9 MrBeast crewmen.
I've never watched a Sunny V2 video. Can we watch this? I'm kind of curious about this. I have not, like, indulged in any, like, drama whatsoever on the internet, like, outside of my immediate circle.
Who have either been publicly
And it used to be a guilty pleasure, now I hate it, but I'm kind of, like,
fired or have disappeared without
right
explanation. And we're going to talk about all of them, beginning with Matt Turner, who had one of the more
I don't know who
controversial
any of these
endings to his
people
time
are.
working with MrBeast. Matt Turner was initially hired as an editor for MrBeast back in 2018, yet only 5 months after getting hired, Matt
The rise and fall of Emiru.
upload a video to his personal channel titled Why I Quit Working
That's
for
2022,
MrBeast, in which he'd
baby.
explained that he was no longer on the team. Matt would then go on to praise MrBeast, talking about how much he enjoyed the job.
This was a dream job for so long. Going to work was a blast each and every day. MrBeast paid for my rent every month when
2023,
I
you
lived
mean?
in North
Nope.
Carolina. Me and MrBeast, I
2022
still consider friends.
is coming
Never got
soon.
in any fights. No one did anything wrong in this situation. If you're watching this, MrBeast, I love you, bro.
However, despite ending his message by stating that he loved MrBeast, approximately 1 year and 2 months later, Matt Turner would take to Twitter stating the following: "I'm not going to make a video about my time editing for MrBeast, but I will say that it was the most mentally draining time of my life. I was yelled at, bullied, and called replaceable by MrBeast every day. Being in tears and having mental breakdowns day after day is difficult, and after a while it became too much. After every editing mistake I made, I was made to feel like an absolute idiot." So that's a summary of almost every day on the team. That's what it was like to work for MrBeast, and that is why I don't work there now. While Matt might have thought that his MrBeast call out would command a bunch of respect and sympathy, the opposite of this happened, and everyone instead began to stick up for MrBeast.
It's not
I
hard.
think people are
It's
jumping
not
to
easy
conclusions
running,
with
like,
this
one
MrBeast
of the big
stuff.
shells in
If
the
this
world.
editor really was harassed like that, wouldn't he have spoken up sooner? He's one of the most famous YouTubers, so it would have been easy to start accusing him. I think the bullying is just over-exaggerated. So basically, MrBeast
I mean, that's
editor
not
is a
necessarily
YouTuber, so it
true.
would
Like, sometimes they feel like they can't. I don't know.
exaggerated. So basically, MrBeast editor is a kid who hasn't experienced the real working world, so throws a tantrum and starts slamming MrBeast with unsupported allegations the moment it gets tough. Kids these days. Bruh, this was 1 year ago, why are you coming at him now? Keemstar would point out the most obvious flaw with Matt's Twitter thread.
I just find it very strange that he's coming out saying all this negative stuff about MrBeast when a year ago, when he actually left, he uploaded a video saying it was the greatest time of his life.
Whilst
did he
others
really?
came forward stating
I
that
guess
they had
that's
a great
different
time
then.
working with MrBeast.
I've known MrBeast for over 3 years now, and I was helping him with graphics for his channel. I don't even have one experience of him being mean or disgruntled to me in any way. He was always...
Oh, I feel the same way as you guys about Keem. But don't tell him I said that. Okay? I don't want...
very kind and very nice.
Which was once again echoed by Keemstar.
I talked to one of his employees, and he seemed like he loved working for him, and MrBeast seemed like a really cool, genuine guy.
Things became even worse for Matt after MrBeast had a phone call with Keemstar.
And what MrBeast told me is basically like when they fired him or whatever, they gave him $10,000 and they got him a job at Sword.
And shortly thereafter, Matt deleted the tweets and was even brave enough to claim that his Twitter had been hacked. Despite basically being laughed off the internet, Matt Turner continues to upload van life videos, one of which including a pretty weak apology to MrBeast.
If anyone was offended by me saying that that wasn't the best experience, well then I do apologize.
With the whole ordeal being summarized by YouTuber prison mate Luke.
What did you gain from it, really? A little bit of clout from the beginning. You destroyed any chance of you having an actual YouTube career, and all of those views went away immediately. And now
Holy
you're just forever
crap!
Now you're those views
Look at he makes a video about MrBeast, 200k views. And then he makes a video about his girlfriend, 5k views.
went away immediately.
If you
And
like
now
that,
you're
I
just
guess.
forever tainted with the fact that you're just the guy that lied about MrBeast.
However, Matt Turner wasn't the only person to try and expose MrBeast before having it backfire terribly. Back in 2018, FlyDoesYT uploaded a video titled My Experience Editing for MrBeast,
Well, yeah, thanks
Worst
for the
Week
raid.
of My Life, in which he'd foolishly accused MrBeast of faking the content before going on to make the bizarre point that MrBeast didn't even appear in the videos.
When you make a YouTube video for your channel, you should, you We'll go film your video without you. That's cool, yeah.
The claims were so outrageous that MrBeast himself took to Twitter before stating, "If you think I'm faking my videos, then ask the streamer to whom I gave hundreds of thousands of dollars when they get them. Go and ask somebody who got part of the $500,000 that I gave away this year when they got it. You will not find a person who said I did not give them any money." These tweets were followed by MrBeast.
Wait, what does he mean by him not
where
being
he'd
in the
explained the
video?
situation from his perspective.
I paid for his plane ticket, his Uber, his hotel for a week, his Uber, and his plane ticket, which he made a 25-minute quote-unquote exposing video on me, but doesn't mention that I spent thousands of dollars getting him here, paid him $750 for like 5 days worth of work, which is really good pay. He has all these issues, quote-unquote, but he doesn't say any of them to me while he's here. He doesn't talk to me while he's here. He just bundles it all up so he can make this 25-minute video and blow everything out of proportion when he gets home.
Before going on to absolutely destroy the claims that his videos were fake.
My videos aren't fake. Like,
Why
I
do
counted
people
to
even
100,000.
use-
I watched Dance to Your Dead for, whatever. I give streamers $30,000. It's just slander from his part.
Whilst providing an explanation for why he wasn't able to fully
Drama
appear
alert.
in one of the videos.
I have Crohn's disease. Most of you don't know what it is. It was really acting up. So I said, hey, you guys go film the rest of the video. I want to go nap. I got to take it easy. Now he's making an exposed video like, oh, MrBeast doesn't film his own videos. Like, what are you going on about, man? You're trying to pin the fact that I have an illness on me. And like, I'm not public about this type of stuff.
Wait, what is? Of course he doesn't film his own videos. Doesn't like every big YouTuber have a producer and a production team? Why does he have to like defend himself with an illness? That's ridiculous.
And prompted a former
What?
employee to come out stating,
I mean, as long as he's like paying them, why does it
It's
matter?
my unbiased opinion that Fly is
I'm so
wrong.
confused.
Unlike Matt Turner, Fly has since had a relatively successful career, having built a channel with over 300,000 subscribers. Yet he
Nick! Wait, what did Nick say? I'm a pretty big YouTuber. You are, Nick.
hasn't been nearly as
You might be the
successful
biggest
as
YouTuber
Jake
right
the
now.
Viking, who's been able to
I
show
saw
that
you
the
100
peaceful
subs,
ending with
by the way.
MrBeast is always the
Don't let
most
me forget
beneficial
tomorrow.
path. Jake appeared on the MrBeast channel for the first time back in June 2018, as Jimmy required a strong character to include within the videos.
Can you dip this in the water tank for me? It's really heavy, but you're like a big boy.
At this point in time, the content was often quite physical, and
How
therefore
dare he ask someone else to move the cement block into the water dip for him? Doesn't even do it for his own video.
having Jake as a member of the
Frickin'
team worked out
MrBeast.
perfectly. However, by early 2020, the content became less focused on physical challenges, and as a result, Jake began to appear in fewer and fewer videos. He'd be seen one last time in $60,000 Extreme Hide and Seek Challenge, which was followed by a comment to Jake's TikTok 2 months later asking, "Are you still working with MrBeast?" To which he'd respond, "Lol, nah, they fired me." 9 days later, Jake would clarify this comment by uploading a now
17
incredibly
million
viral video
views?
titled "Why I Left MrBeast," in
the-
which he'd explain why he had been let go.
And it came down to my piece no longer fit the puzzle, if that's the best way to put it.
Before discussing how he wanted to leave anyway, so he could pursue content creation under his own name.
It was a mutual leaving. I'd already told him multiple times, what I wanted to do was kind of be my own boss, do my own thing. Me and Jimmy did not have any type of falling out, so everything's cool. MrBeast, still love you, bro.
Basically, he got tired of being an employee. He wanted to start his own brand, be his own boss, do his own thing, which is respectable. He didn't want to be just that guy on every MrBeast video. Good luck to you, Viking. Jake's peaceful ending in combination with his unique, recognizable image has helped him to maintain success even after leaving the team, having gained over 1 million subscribers on YouTube and over 2.5 million followers on TikTok. However, Jake the Viking wasn't the only person who eventually ran out of utility on the MrBeast team.
Wait, yeah, didn't
For
he say he
example,
was
whatever
fired?
happened to Ty? He was picked up on the side of the road for his first appearance in the world's largest bowl of cereal video.
You wanna come sit in a pool of cereal for 10K?
And with comments such as, "Ty is such a cool guy, he needs to be in more challenges," he was able to return to the channel.
And then this is Ty from the cereal videos. You guys really liked him, so we brought him back.
Appearing in a total of 7 different videos before he'd also disappear. Considering Ty was picked up at random on the side of the street, he was never an official member of the MrBeast crew, yet according to the wiki, Ty still works for MrBeast, but works mostly behind the
They have a
scenes.
MrBeast
Ty has since
wiki?
become a father and still maintains an Instagram following of over 28,000 and a TikTok following of over 80,000, on which he uploads music, comedy, and dancing videos. Tyler Conklin was another MrBeast member who disappeared from the videos without any explanation, and his disappearance is probably the most mysterious of them all. Tyler
The
became the
wikis for
second
the
MrBeast
lore.
crew member after featuring on the channel for the
Wait,
first time.
Okay, I wasn't as surprised about this. I was shocked when I saw there's a Dream SMP wiki that's regularly updated with lore and who's friends with who. I was like, what the
In
fuck?
February 2016, when MrBeast
Dream
had
SMP
only
isn't, really a
18,000
thing anymore,
subscribers.
but,
From here,
back
Tyler was
in its-
featured in
in its
videos
peak.
such as "We Are Better Than Do Perfect," which was followed by Tyler helping out Jimmy's brother. Yet Tyler's final obvious appearance on the MrBeast channel was
Germa has a lore wiki? No, he does not. Germalore.fandom.com. What? Okay, I'm gonna look at that later,
was in
but
I opened
not
the
right
restaurant
now.
that pays you to eat at it, where Jimmy jokingly fired him.
Oh no, what is this? What? What the fuck? Okay.
Get out of here!
I'm not even gonna
He
touch on that.
We charge money for the food. What? Get out of here! Go! I don't ever want to hear you guys talk about charging again.
While this was obviously just a meme for the video, it actually would become Tyler's final official appearance on the MrBeast channel. Honest question, after you suggested making people pay for the food in the restaurant video and Jimmy kicked you out, you were never in another video again. Did he fire you from being in more videos? Tyler did make a small cameo in Last to Leave the Circle Wins 500,000.
Okay, I mean, in a way, I kind of get why all these ex-employees make these, like, my experience videos, because they probably get harassed non-stop. Because he just has so many fans and most of them are kids, they probably just like harass them forever.
As well as the
They're
Squid
probably
Game
like, I
video
just
where
have
he
to say
apparently
this to be
featured
free,
as one
I
of
don't
the
know.
guards. And when you combine this information with his Instagram,
Unless
on
they're
which he's
just straight
often
up
still
lying.
seen with the crew, it's clear that Tyler hasn't been fired,
their
but is rather
response.
working from behind the scenes. Garrett eventually met a similar fate. He was first introduced to the channel back in May 2018 after the team cut his car in half, and from that point onwards he was a semi-regular in the MrBeast videos. In mid-2020, Garrett abandoned the channel to help out MrBeast's brother. However, as Mr. Bro began to upload fewer and fewer videos, Garrett also began to disappear from the internet. According to a reply on his Instagram, Garrett helps with social media stuff now, although he hasn't uploaded a TikTok or Instagram photo.
Why are they all
with the MrBeast crew in over
passively
2
aggressively
years, and
say
claims to be
lol in their
studying at the
comments?
University of Alabama, which is over 2 states away from the MrBeast
Mr.
headquarters
Bro.
in North Carolina. Perhaps Garrett is still working with the crew from a distance, however, it does seem as though their relationship simply ran its course and eventually fizzled out. But what about Jake Weddle? He was another one of these guys who once featured in almost every MrBeast episode before he'd slowly disappear from the channel. Well, only a month after being seen in the I filled my brother's house with slime and bought him a new one video, Jake Weddle would upload a piece of content to his personal channel titled Why I Left MrBeast, in which he'd explained that he'd resigned from the team so he could pursue stand-up comedy under his own name.
I found myself kind of, I guess, losing passion for what I was doing. I'm doing stand-up basically full-time now.
Weddle went on to explain that his relationship with MrBeast had ended peacefully.
Me and Jimmy actually left on very good terms. I met with Jimmy before I left. He understood where I was coming from. I understood where he was coming from.
Which is supported by the fact that Weddle came back about a year later
Oh.
for 2 cameos.
I thought he was standing there.
However, there's a different MrBeast member
I
who
saw
only
the
managed to
email.
feature in one video before getting fired. Sneeko. Now, to avoid any unnecessary damage to MrBeast's image here, we need to specify that this was back in 2018, long before Sneeko had the reputation that he has now. Back then, Sneeko's content consisted of deeply meaningful, unbiased videos, which featured a unique editing style more advanced than almost anyone else on the platform. Anybody who was a fan of Sneeko
Wait, I
at the
don't know
time can
anything
vouch
about
for
this
how
guy.
incredible his videos were, and with this in mind,
You
it's
don't
really
want
no
to
wonder
know?
that Mr.
Oh, Andrew Tate clone? Oh. A white and okay.
Beast gave him a
Alright,
shot on
I
the
got
team.
the idea.
Sneeko made his
I
first
get the
appearance
general
in the
idea.
I Built a Working Car using
I
Lego
get the
Legos video.
idea.
However, as explained by another video uploaded to Sneeko's personal channel titled The Most Important Lesson I Learned Working for MrBeast, his employment didn't last for very long.
I started working for MrBeast 2 years ago. It didn't last long because I got caught up with my ego, and this was during a time when I wasn't uploading on YouTube at all.
Sneeko maintained a level of respect toward MrBeast even after leaving the team. However, the same can't be said for Marcus Pearson, who became the most controversial firing in MrBeast history. When Marcus was first introduced to the channel back in 2019,
He's now super Tate-pilled. Oh. Tate-pilled.
he quickly
Alright.
became a fan favorite. However, after being featured in the
He's not a
MrBeast
white
Christmas
scrub-
special
okay.
that very
I got
same
one guy.
year,
That's my
Marcus
bad.
stopped appearing in any of the videos. 5 months later in May 2020, a fan would ask on Marcus's TikTok, "When you coming back to MrBeast challenges?" To which he'd respond to ask him, implying that maybe Marcus had been left in the dark about his future involvement on the channel. Approximately 3 months later in August 2020, Marcus was officially removed from the team, although unlike most of the other MrBeast members, Marcus didn't leave peacefully.
So I gotta destroy you, bro. So I'm gonna destroy you, bro. I'm gonna destroy you eternally. For a long ass time, you gonna feel this. You gonna feel this tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. You ain't gonna forget about this.
Marcus would take to Instagram and post a 12-minute story in which he'd make some absolutely delusional claims, such as
Hey, like, I don't know MrBeast, obviously, but imagine being this guy with, like, a physical illness who still tries to put out super high quality, crazy videos like for charity and just giving money to people to make them happy, and then you have these people that are like mad that you don't hang out with them anymore. Like, I don't know.
MrBeast started the pandemic.
That just sounds so rough.
Marcus was a leader whilst MrBeast was a follower.
I was born a leader and he was born a follower. He was stealing sauce, I was borrowing sauce and paying homage, you feel me?
Before going on to state that he thought MrBeast was a broken person for firing him.
The only conclusion that I can make is that he's broken somewhere else. That's the only conclusion that I can come up with.
While it seemed like Marcus's goal was to discredit MrBeast, the only person he seemed to discredit was himself, given Marcus's rant was so delusional and unfounded that it just made him look like an idiot. It's been stated all around the internet that Marcus was fired because of unacceptable behavior and a drug problem, although there's no evidence anywhere to support these claims. MrBeast stated in a podcast that their revenue dropped massively at the start of the pandemic, and the more likely reality was that Marcus was fired to save money on wages during a tough economic time. Marcus maintains an Instagram following of around 75,000, yet he's only made one post in the last 2 years, showing that his rant against MrBeast also marked the end of his online career.
Dang. Wait, I have to come up with my fake MrBeast story now. Do you guys remember that time that I flew to Las Vegas to play in MrBeast's League of Legends tournament? And I played bot lane with MrBeast and he played support for me, and we beat Doublelift, aka the greatest North American League of Legends player in lane multiple times, and I solo killed him. That's my lie about MrBeast. Except that's true. I will never let that go, bro. I wonder if there's any clips of that. I have to relive my peak. Oh my god. I found some. Emiru and MrBeast collapsed Doublelift and Lunway.
If that knock-up hits, that's a kill. He would have been down. It looks like knock-up. If that knock-up hits, that's a kill. He would have been down. It looks like exhaust being blown from Ninja as we see a...
Already watched? Well, I watched it when it happened.
Goodness gracious! MrBeast nearly gets a kill.
So close. If the Ignite was able to land there.
Lud carried, he did.
Used from MrBeast. Ludwig trying to heal up Doublelift.
Ninja does have the right Corgi skin. He's got the Corgi, but MrBeast is going in, and Ludwig is going down. He won't survive, and Emiru gets first blood.
You have this video bookmarked? I don't, but maybe I should.
Ludwig goes down.
MrBeast
watches it every night.
Some of the bot lanes in the LCS. These two
22,000 views.
I'm not doing that. Don't get mad at me, Ryan.
I'm going in, hold on. Okay, I can go in.
Oh my god, I forgot how rough the audio for this shit was. All 22,000 views are Emmy rewatching it, yep.
They're working on Nexus turrets. Team Beast. They might have been outgunned.
Look how I can just tell Tyler is mad.
There's another. There's the ace. Team Beast takes game one.
Flowers, if you told
this
me
was
that
great.
Team Beast was
we
gonna
all
take
got
the
banned
win
on the
like
channel
that
that day. Bro, weren't you guys like spamming the weirdest shit?
I wouldn't have believed you, but there you have it, and there.
What were you saying? I don't remember.
I think Emiru is NA's hope for winning Worlds. She's quite a talented player. No.
And that wasn't sarcasm at all. If you detected any sarcasm, that's not real.
Actually, they're better than I expected. They're better than I expected. MrBeast and Emiru bot lane?
It was something about China. But what is wrong with you guys? Can't you behave for one big event? It involves certain Pokemon. Was it about Vaporeon by chance?